Justice! Thy name is no longer poorly rendered faces. Huh.
Yeah, the faces are the thing in this game that got the biggest upgrade, actually.
Well, considering everyone looked really weird last game.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they did a good job with the character models in Injustice 2.
Yeah, the game looks fantastic on your big TVs and all that. So
Yeah. Good job all around, actually. I mean, they even managed to give this game a slightly less stupid storyline.
no, it's
Still
really
it's
stupid.
still pretty far down there, but it's less played out. It plays around with stuff that was available to be played around with. And I always appreciate a good Supergirl origin story that puts her out of her element, so there you go.
Too bad Supergirl's the only interesting character in this entire story.
Well,
Yeah.
what about Batman?
Yeah.
This is one of the worst cases of Bat God, probably outside the comics ever.
Yeah, yeah. And, everything interesting that they could have done with Batman in this particular story scenario, they did in the first game. So there wasn't really much left for him. Superman gets a little bit more, humanizing in this one, but
No, not really. I would have to disagree there,
If
but we'll
only
get
that-
to him.
If only that Brainiac robot remembered that he had hand tentacles just to grab her ankle.
Yeah.
yeah.
How convenient.
Well, a bunch of remote control mooks, thousands of them being controlled all at once. Some of them fell a little bit low on the processing priority
Yeah,
list.
well, one
Oh,
of
they're
them
just like the Geth.
I
One
like
of them just had a Windows 10 update, so
I like how Supergirl is just wearing normal clothes here, but in the New 52 comic, they tried to pass off her actual Supergirl costume as some sort of Kryptonian daywear or
Oh,
something.
they did that. That's as old as. Well, actually, I don't know if it's before or after Man of Steel, but it's like, no, it stands for hope. No, on our planet.
No,
that's
no,
an
no,
S.
no.
okay. So he digitized the city for data collecting.
Yeah.
Data and
Did
preservation.
he just leave, or was he?
No,
yanked
this
out of
is the
sky?
origin story for Superman 64. Virtual Metropolis, anybody? Because let's be honest, most fighting games have bad stories. That's just kind of how it is. But in terms of presentation and whatnot, I would have killed to have an Injustice Mortal Kombat style story mode in that game instead of having some
Ted actively
meaningless-
wants something related to DC. Shocker.
Dude,
Yeah,
Tekken 7
that's-
story mode's so bad. It's just 3 hours of a reporter blandly talking at you. You fight as Heihachi, Kazuya, Lars once, maybe, and then nothing. It's so bad. It's awful. You should watch my
Yeah,
playthrough of it on my channel.
when I say good, well,
Batman, that helmet, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a thing.
Here we go. Even I really hate how they do Superman in this story mode, but Diana has it even worse. I think this is probably one of the worst depictions of Diana / Wonder Woman probably ever.
Yeah, I mean
Bold claims.
they tried to play around with an idea that they had going in the first game, where Diana sort of fed into Superman's fears and stuff, but they
That kind of
sort
became
of
his rebound girl.
the way they did it really makes it feel like that's her entire character.
And she goes straight, and, well, two other things that she goes straight from zero to kill in no time, even when they're on the same team, and she puts no thought into anything she does.
Well,
in this.
here's
Yeah.
the
Where are the other drugs?
wait with the and another thing that I like is that they got rid of those god fucking awful mini games before fights.
Yeah, those are completely gone.
Now I
Oh,
do
but come on, they were the best part.
I do
Clark was
appreciate while
blowing up cars and vehicles.
I-
I have to say, I'm sorry. It's I love the fact that he triggers a red solar grenade and he's still able to fly and do all this shit.
It's supposed to just be this is why
It's
Batman
an
can
excuse.
fight Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, I understand. Even though I thought that's what the pills are for.
Yeah, it's
first.
basically-
No, they haven't taken the pills yet.
yeah, it's basically it dulls his powers, but he's not
Well,
gonna
the pill.
punch.
Honestly, the
Batman
pills
through the
feel
wall.
more pills feel more bullshit than this. This is actually like a lore reason that makes sense, kinda. Whereas it's oh, magic pills, yay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all comic book shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back
Bitch.
to Injustice. Yeah, it's Superman. You're never going to beat me because I'm Batman. And yeah, he apparently just carries a kryptonite lasso around with him at all times.
Well, he probably...
For fuck's sake, Damien.
Man. Well, they had to establish this plot point since it was already in Injustice 1, but...
Yeah, but it still makes me really dislike Damien.
Well, I don't think anyone's ever really liked Damien all that much.
So is Superman just like getting some popcorn in the corner and being like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome."
Something like that. Also, Batman move.
Lucius Fox has been showing up in like everything Batman related ever since The Dark Knight. And I know he's always been a thing.
That's Morgan Freeman for you.
Sort of hand wave away Black Canary not having been in Injustice 1 by saying like she wasn't around. No explanation for why. But
no, Dr. Fate was hiding them for their protection or something.
Ah, right.
I got a feeling a lot of these questions will be answered if we read the Injustice comic book.
Which most people I know don't, so...
I mean, I tried. I honestly got tried. But it's not every day where I'm put off by an art style of a comic book, but that comic book's art style made me laugh.
Oh, you know, after...
Like Batman's reaction to Superman punching Joker through the chest.
Dude, everyone's facial reaction to everything.
To be honest, like, hey, speaking
Entertaining.
of Dark Knights, hey, it's Scarecrow channeling his Batman Begins.
No, Lois, it's Freddy Krueger.
And you know, it's probably a good thing for the story mode that we did start as Harley, because they handled Harley better than most of the other characters in the story mode, I think. Like,
That's not saying much.
It's not saying much, but they took her character and what they had going with her in the first game, and they expanded on it pretty damn well. And, it also gave them an excuse to have Joker in the game without actually bringing him back from the dead. Although after...
Oh, but apparently Joker's okay, but we can't bring back other dead characters or just ignore others for no reason.
Honestly,
yeah,
I think it's Suicide Squad stuff, because like because Harley is Harley is clearly based off of her Suicide Squad costume. And
Not
so is
not
Joker.
really, not really. The Suicide Squad costume was more based off of what Harley already looked like in the comics, because she hasn't had her animated series design
I
since
know.
the New 52.
Well, I know that. Like she wasn't. I knew that unless if it was like a DLC costume, she wasn't going to have her like pom poms and whatnot. But I don't know what you call them.
Pom-poms?
Like the little things.
The
on
jester
the
hat.
Yeah,
the
whatever.
jester hat.
You knew what I'm talking about. But like, it's much more obvious with Joker that they took Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah, they took Suicide Squad inspiration, but you know what they did? They made it an actually good design. So, you know, I applaud them.
Well, a better design.
Well, it's a good design.
Good is stressing it.
It's a good design in
anything's
context.
better than fucking zombified Macaulay Culkin.
That's
right?
granted.
I wonder if it was based off a scrapped idea they had for a sequel to Batman and Robin.
Did that hyena just eat her boob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how the animation fell together in that case. I do like that they brought the two hyenas back, because that was an animated series thing, and I'm not sure that's really been in the comics or in any of the other...
It's canon that she has two hyenas in the comics. They just don't appear much.
Oh, they're still around?
Yeah.
Huh. Odd. Anyway...
Why would you even... He's so slow. Why would you even give him the opportunity to spray it?
Because she used to huff that stuff for kicks, apparently.
She's developed such a resistance to Scarecrow's
This is
gas
Halloween.
that it
This
doesn't
is
affect her,
Halloween.
Also, to have again, I mentioned Freddy Krueger earlier, but I'm not kidding. He's actually voiced by Robert Englund in this game.
Yeah.
And the Scarecrow voice, I mean, with the touch up here and there, is straight Freddy Krueger. So I'd imagine like the new fear toxin, the formula, so that everybody sees him like this.
I guess
when they're fighting them, I suppose. Like I know that if this were going to be canonically accurate, like everybody would have their own different depiction of Scarecrow depending on their own individual insecurities. But like, come on, they're not going to do that. So this is close enough, and I think that it's actually a really cool idea.
Well, but yeah,
dude, I know you like to vape, but this is a bit much.
You have to do it inside, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the Scarecrow fear gas nightmare. Like, just so that they could have the Joker back in the game, they had this fear gas episode happen, and
This is the only time Joker appears in the entire story, and it's a Scarecrow nightmare. So apparently that's good enough to bring him back as a playable character, but ignore tons of others from the previous game.
You know they were gonna bring Joker back.
No, I know that, but it's one of those, okay, so...
okay.
As a fighting game, we'll ignore other characters, but Joker's just okay just because he's the Joker.
You know,
Can
having
we
him in the
just-
game is fine, but why did they have to shoehorn him into the story mode is my question. Because plenty
Can
of
we
Yeah,
us...
exactly.
Can we just stop for a second and appreciate how, Heath Ledger and Jared Leto have done the fusion dance here? Because it's clearly both of their designs.
Yeah, except one is way better than the other. So...
But it's like they merged the two designs with the comic design to make this one. And
She does have her whole design.
yeah.
It looks really weird with a realistic face, though.
Well,
I was gonna say that myself.
so what is everyone in the real world doing while Harley is fighting the Joker in her head?
I guess
Injustice.
Ollie and Dinah are just sitting in lawn chairs with popcorn, watching her flip around.
That's kind of what I imagine everybody does in these kind of fighting games when they're just watching other people fight. Only since this is in her head, Harley is just doing all of the flips and attacks at nothing, and everybody's just really
What is
confused.
she doing? It's fine. It's a typical Wednesday. Just let her go with it.
Well, at least it makes slightly more sense for Harley to be doing this than Batman. Because, like, Arkham Knight, rather. But why? Why did they do that? I mean, I know why.
Arkham Knight
they
has a
did
lot of
that.
questions.
I mean, I know why they did that, because they wanted to have the Joker back in the game, somehow. But
So
it was so dumb.
wait, Joker
When I-
has a laughter meter. Like he's watching Three
No,
Stooges
that-
and thinks it's really tacky, and it goes down.
Yeah, like, they make it so that you can't spam your powers. Like in Black Canary's case, the one character I'm vaguely decent at.
Oh yeah, you kept yelling at people.
Yeah, her shriek ability gains range.
Welcome back to Injustice. Actor Joker got his obligatory appearance because I guess he just sort of deserves one.
We're never gonna have a property in which Batman appears ever again, in which the Joker is absent. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
here's something we
Because I haven't seen anything Swamp Thing related in years, and as I
You,
was sharing
yes, you showed us at MomoCon the PSA.
the PSA announcement, which is like, if you haven't seen it already, go and watch it because it's pretty goddamn ridiculous how this thing just creeps out of the swamps and tell two kids don't put plastic in the swamp. It takes years to, it never degrades.
Are you really that busy, Swamp Thing?
Well, you need to get YouTube Swamp Thing.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a good guy that horribly misunderstands the actions of our heroes for 5 minutes, so we can have a fight against him.
That's just
But-
fighting games in a nutshell, though. There's not enough rosters for good guys to only be just fighting bad guys, so you have to have misunderstandings that get cleared up after a smack of the
Yeah,
face.
what I mean is, like, he's a hero character who's not with the regime and isn't plotting with them. And when he does fight, he's mind controlled, or, well, the situation was dumb and the only voice of reason was fucking Harley Quinn, because that's who you want explaining that this is all just a misunderstanding and we're the good guys, right? Harley Quinn? Well, I mean, that's totally believable coming from her. Like, okay, calm down for a second. Those guys were the ones making poison in your swamp, and Swamp Thing is just like, oh, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, Green Arrow and Dinah are with you, so I guess I'll trust you.
I mean, if he can just pull vines out of anywhere in the swamp, then why didn't he just drown Harley Quinn to begin with?
You're gonna ask that question about a lot of things in this game.
I don't know, man. There's something very Super Friends as seeing Scarecrow escape in a swamp boat.
To be fair, this is basically the same story every time Supergirl has an origin story in the comics. She's totally out of her element, weird stuff happens, and she's thrown for a loop for a couple story arcs before she sort of falls into a rhythm and they forget what they were trying to do with her, and then the Red Lanterns happen and it becomes really stupid. Wait, no, I'm just projecting my hatred of the New 52 story arcs. I'm sorry.
So was Bruce Wayne elected like president of the world or something?
Not really. He's not really in charge of any political stuff because he doesn't want to be seen as the Superman again.
Yeah, because the regime fell, and Batman was already exposed as Bruce Wayne well before that on Twitter, according to the comics.
You know, if there's something I did enjoy from the comics is how Superman ousted Bruce Wayne out. Fucking Twitter, man. I thought that was so funny.
Now,
Hi, Grodd.
Early on in Injustice 2's pre-release info dumps, I thought Grodd was going to be the main bad guy, which would have been really strange, but I'm surprised they brought Grodd back of all the villains. I mean, Grodd is sort of a butt monkey villain in the long term. Yeah, because he's a big
gorilla.
Yeah, he's a big talking gorilla with mind control powers, essentially, and it's hard to take that seriously. But Grodd does have some serious story arcs in the comics. It's just they're few and far between.
Also, Deadshot's here because Suicide Squad.
He never takes his mask off though, so we don't know if he's Will Smith.
Don't get used to playing as Black Canary in the story mode because she just sort of vanishes after this, along with Green Arrow. But, Green Arrow's a bit less painful because he had a lot of prominence in the previous game. And, I would have liked to see Black Canary have some more screen time in the story mode to establish her character since she's a new face to this game series and everything. But no, why not?
Nope, gotta have more Batman.
Let's just have her and Green Arrow get kidnapped by Brainiac 2 minutes in and we'll not have any character development at all because the next time you see them, they're mind controlled.
No one gets any character development in this game besides Kara.
No, I'd say, they try their hand at developing a lot of characters, but only a few are developed effectively. Okay, Black Canary, we get it. This is a game developed by Mortal Kombat. You don't have to channel Johnny Cage. The game developed by NetherRealms. I'm sorry, Mortal Kombat's developer. Of course, obligatorily, Bane makes a back-breaking reference in this.
Because that's all he's known for.
Listen, it's part of his contract. He has to do it.
As they could do some more stuff with Bane. Reference something from the goddamn animated series.
No.
Yeah, like when he broke Batman's back.
No, that was
No,
comics.
Yeah, I know, it's Nightfall.
Well, they're much more separate in Marvel's case, where Ultimate is Ultimate and regular is regular.
Except for that time where they crossed over a bunch and now they're the same thing now.
That was just because aside from Ultimate Spider-Man, nothing in Ultimate Marvel was actually any good. So they just kind of wanted to take what was good and
that story arc where 6 billion Spider-Men all crossed over into the same storyline says hi. I mean, that was more effective than
Change, Leah Pardon.
But still.
That was the best part of that entire event.
Oh no, my Mountain Dew!
Jeez. Well, that was a badass takedown, but Black Canary doesn't really do anything else after this.
Hi, Dr. Fate.
Embrace Jesus!
No, that's a rune, not a cross.
That's an Ankh.
Yeah.
Egyptian symbol of life and all that, but... did I say like?
Yeah.
Oops. Dr. Fate, by the way, is another character who gets fuck all character development in this storyline.
Nope.
Which is a damn shame because, this was their chance for me to become actually interested in Dr. Fate as a character.
Yeah, I'm the DC guy, and even I know barely anything about Dr. Fate outside of the animated stuff.
I know fuck all about Dr. Fate. So, yeah.
He doesn't have a spear, but he has a magic helmet. Welcome back to Injustice. We just beat up a guy with a magic helmet.
Excellent.
And he's no longer wearing the magic helmet.
It's Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Looney Tunes reference.
Thanks, Batman. Yeah, it's always weird whenever Dr. Fate takes off his helmet because he looks like such a dorky guy without it.
His eyes are really buggy.
Yeah. You're not going to help us out?
Okay, dude, if you lost control of the spirit of your goddamn helmet, don't put the helmet back on, you fucking idiot.
But it's a magic helmet.
I got it this time. 86 times the charm. Well, the second power probably works.
That's
as
my
a-
jugular.
Yeah.
That's my other jugular.
Don't worry. We took our happy pills today.
The psychic powers probably work as a grab.
Yeah.
So you just block it. You just put your fist in front of your face.
I thought that blocking made you more vulnerable to grabs.
Grodd.
Well, no. Well, what I mean by that is it's probably a projectile-based grab.
Gorilla Grodd is an
Like, if it
unfortunate
hits
villain
you.
in the sense that he's actually a pretty goddamn formidable force to be reckoned with, but, well, his concept is dumb.
He's also up against a Flash who can outrun him.
yeah, that's always...
How is anyone a threat against the Flash?
Yeah.
Well, aside from Reverse Flash.
That's
and all
right, I
that.
forgot. Grodd is primarily a Flash villain, isn't he?
Wouldn't Reverse Flash just walk really, really slowly?
He looks like a statue.
Actually, it's kind of.
I was just trying to be PC.
You see, it's a joke about modern stuff. Are we hip with the kids yet? I think we're hip with the kids.
I think Green Lantern at one point calls him a social justice warrior.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Green Arrow's always been the far left wing version of any of the heroes in DC.
No, I don't care about that. I care about them actually using the words "goddamn social justice warrior" in a real thing that exists.
Well, you know,
I don't get it either.
But they're comic book heroes. They actually put the justice in social justice.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Justice!
It depends on the execution, but you know, it's one of those things that I see it as a joke in any story, and I'm like, oh, can we not?
It's like, at some points, you know, they're trying too hard just to keep up with the times. It's like, hey, Flash, hashtag Gamergate, am I right? Shut up. Just shut up.
Hashtag Gadgetron. Oh God.
Yeah, whatever.
Beat me up, Scotty.
The Ratchet and Clank reboot is rancid with that shit. And
We're in space.
Why'd you use the term PC? Why'd you use the term PC?
an incarnation likes to collect information, and for
No, that's basically been his MO since he was first created in the 50s.
So all you have to do is
I
just put
wasn't
him in front of
finished.
Wikipedia, and then he'll be fine.
I wasn't, you know.
Are you
here we
really
go.
putting in the Lego Batman music here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what did you think you were hearing, Ted?
Oh my god.
Well, hey, it's
Well, we better keep talking over it, otherwise we're gonna get content ID.
Probably.
well. I mean,
yeah.
ultimately, here's the thing. This is basically Lego Batman, but trying to take itself seriously with this Batman.
That's yeah,
He
because
can do
that's the whole
fucking
joke
everything.
is that no, Batman maybe isn't that cool. Maybe he's kind of a dork.
Or that he's not as good as he likes to think he is. But
Okay, actually, hold on a moment. I need to turn the volume down even more because I actually couldn't hear what you were saying. What was that? Oh, but he just prepared for Brainiac coming out of nowhere and taking over the world, guys.
Actually, he didn't.
That's why.
Is it awkward when you have to go to the restroom with this clear thing? You came all the way here for that, Bruce.
You know, it's great to know that Superman is in this jail bubble, but he still has time and the inclination to keep his hair properly combed and gelled. So, was that guy disintegrated or sucked into digital limbo?
Who cares? He's a non-playable character who has no name, so he's pointless.
Well, I like to have at least a little context for the bad guys that I'm fighting.
No.
Other than an extremely creepy face and oddly Shinnok-like facial animations. Oh, wow. You know, if the laws of physics were being obeyed, the impact of that should have ripped that guy's face off, too.
Yeah, I gotta ask you to shut up.
Yeah, as the Flash, he obeys no laws of physics.
It's like, half the stuff the Flash does, though, should probably kill the people he's trying to save.
Yeah, that's the whole
But he's
thing
the Flash.
for. That's like how Gwen Stacy died, pretty much.
So what you're saying is Flash would have saved her.
No, I'm saying that the Flash, by trying to save her, would have killed her exactly the same way that Spider-Man would have.
Gwen Stacy is dead, except not anymore.
Of course,
Nope.
we have to make Deadshot
She's
as
Carnage
badass as
now.
possible, so let's have him...
Wait, she's Carnage now?
Oh no, in Ultimate Universe.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a question. How is Deadshot able to follow Flash with his sniper scope?
I don't know.
Sideways.
Greatest shot alive.
That shouldn't be...
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Letty.
greatest shot. I always said greatest shot alive against humans,
Yeah.
not supernatural beings.
I need to get this off my chest because I'm seeing it with like every goddamn character in this game who's not in a suit of armor. But like everyone in this game who has a cloth costume, and there's a lot more of that in Injustice 2 than there was in the first game, they're really goddamn shrink wrapped. And it looks really awkward in motion when it's this close to live action. Like half of my...
Pause on the-
It's like
So, Lawton, what you're saying is you're in some kind of Suicide Squad?
It's like half of my brain is looking at these animations and expecting every character to rip right out of their costume from a basic walking motion. And here they are fighting like this. What? It's like, that kind of stuff looks stylish in comic book art, but doesn't make any sense in something this realistic looking.
Welcome back to Injustice. We're now against Mr. Will Smith, because he never takes his helmet off, so I can't guarantee that he's not.
Oh hell no.
Schrodinger's Will Smith.
Sure.
He is simultaneously not Will Smith and also Will Smith until proven otherwise.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not what a
Smacked
sniper
him with the
rifle
gun.
is
I
for.
did.
It's not what a sniper rifle is for.
Wait, you could shoot things out of this?
If you took a sniper rifle and beat someone like that with it, you'd probably bend the barrel, and then it wouldn't be any good for sniping, or shooting, or...
Tell that to Will Smith.
He's got a Mega Man. He's got a Mega Man Mega Buster on his hand. So that's what it is. Pew,
Well,
pew,
this,
pew, pew.
well, a lot of this stuff, Reverse Flash, or Power Girl, or Supergirl.
Okay, just want to make sure my Sonic Adventure 2 playlist was on.
Yes, I had. Yes, I put that in.
Ah, man, I forgot.
Well, I mean,
saw
it fits
this
perfectly,
earlier.
so.
Yeah, there's the bridge from the Sonic Adventure 2 intro. All we need is to
Just that
see
Flash
them
professor
grinding
meeting up
down
in
the
the moonlight.
rails and jumping
Yeah.
toward each other.
In the moonlight.
I'm just a guy who loves fighting for justice. Well, your justicing days are about to come to an end.
Okay, can we
Sports
avoid
even just
collateral
something
damage
like,
here?
What are you anyway? Listen, I'm just a Flash. Work 9 to 5.
Okay, look, the world is being invaded by aliens, but, you know, it's still a bummer if someone has to pay an insurance premium because some superhero broke their car windows.
That's fine. They got the Angel Grove insurance policy plan, so.
Well, you know, if you live anywhere near the major cities in any comic book universe, your insurance company better damn well cover these shenanigans.
Just, I don't know why anyone lives in New York in Marvel. Stop copying me. Stop copying me.
Although, New York might have it bad, but Jersey City's got Ms. Marvel, and she's done some stupid-ass shit in the comics.
It's almost
mean-
like she's like 14.
I mean, like, there's this Finwish Hidmiss.
Yeah, oh, I love that movie. So I think the book
Barry,
was
stop
better.
messing with the damn timeline.
There's only many times you can break the Sphinx's nose.
There's only so many times you can ram one motherfucker into another motherfucker.
Speaking of the timeline, I like Reverse Flash's story here. He says that, like, he came back in time, found the timeline was all wrong, and then the regime killed off one of his ancestors, so he's stuck in a paradox and can't go back.
Yep. Also, hi Hal, voiced by Steve Bloom.
There is no reason why he should be allowed back in the Green Lantern Corps after what he did in the first game.
Sinestro gets to be a Green Lantern at points.
Yeah, well, that's also dumb.
The ring chooses the bear just because he was evil for a while doesn't mean he lacks willpower.
Yeah, but he's also... How did he get one?
The ring chose him.
The ring.
Yeah,
chose
but where
him,
did he
yeah.
find it? Did the ring just, like, fly in?
The
ring
ring comes to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
but why would it choose you if you're a dickwad?
Okay,
Okay.
Barry,
Well, hey, Guy Gardner gets to be a Green Lantern.
Barry, seriously. Okay, I understand you fighting Reverse Flash because he's a dick and, you know, you can't really talk to him, but don't be a jerk. There's aliens invading. Deal with Brainiac first, goddammit. The Guardians trained me to overcome my fear.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's very, very dumb.
It's
Sure, they get that coughing problem.
it's just sort of hand wave.
I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah, I'm voiced by an entirely different guy now.
I like how Batman is the only one who thinks, hey, you know, the fact that he can use the green ring is proof enough that he's worth trusting, at least a little bit.
Also, you should probably get your crane checked out because that box is about to fall on top of your head.
Why are you standing directly underneath it anyway?
don't
That's
ha-
a massive. That's a massive strike for OSHA.
You know,
don't
just
Hal
know,
and Bruce like have dick measuring contests all the time anyway?
Yeah, they do.
it sort of gave up halfway through.
Wait, was Green Lantern just?
I thought the rage mechanic was in Mortal Kombat versus DC.
No,
It was like some sort of virus, was it? Was that the storyline?
no, that's him being absurdly angry, thus channeling Red Lantern.
Oh, I
What?
see.
Really?
He can do that?
Anyone can access any level of the emotional spectrum. It's just a matter of how good they are at using it.
Wow.
So, but the channel Red Lantern though, he must be ferociously pissed off.
I guess. Trust me, the Red Lantern plot point, and Atrocitus gets one fight and then promptly leaves and has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it's like he heard that's like, hey, you rang.
Okay,
No.
the only
Well, then
reason
I'll leave now.
I'm not. But no, willpower is good guy willpower. Apparently.
No, it's just them trying to retcon the fact that when these actual colors were strong and weak against people, and Hal Jordan literally would lose a fight against Big Bird.
Exactly what happened.
That is exactly what it is.
Communications. Then
And now they're gonna stop fighting because Brainiac's invading.
Yep.
Well, yeah, you know, see, Green Lantern's got to recruit warriors for the Universal Survival Arc. So
Now, to be fair,
Yeah. Oh, hi,
was kinda
Cheetah. How'd you
hoping-
get here?
I was kind of hoping this conflict would just end with him materializing the brick wall, and the Brainiac soldiers don't know what to do with it.
They just keep bumping. They just keep walking into it.
He made a wall. What do we do?
oh wow,
I don't know.
Cheetah, you slashed his back so hard his costume isn't even damaged.
Where's your Amazon?
didn't you hear? I unfriended her.
And it bugs me to see that because, like, just 2 days ago I watched Mask of the Phantasm and Batman gets shredded in that.
Somebody edited out a loading screen or a death.
I edited it out of failure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A few frames off, getting sloppy.
Okay.
Oh no, a few frames.
Hey, those frames mean everything, man. Don't you know the frame data? Green Lantern's low tier. Why are you picking him? You should be picking Heihachi. I mean, Superman.
Capoeira, Eddie Gordo going on.
I don't
So,
know.
but-
It doesn't
so-
look like
so-
you can just button mash and win every
Shouldn't
fight
win.
ever.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Well,
Eddie
yeah,
and
but,
Christy
you
are
know.
obnoxious. They're just obnoxious to fight against no matter who you're playing against. It could be your little
Yep.
brother or a Tekken master. You're just screwed.
Well, if
Well, the pair up with Batman would be Batman looking from his right and Batman looking from his left.
Never show you the proper respect, Bane. Dude, I can hurl you into the sun just by thinking about it.
I don't know. Hal Jordan kind of sucks at his job, so I think Bane could win probably.
well, no, not really, because
Hey, he's drinking a lot of Mountain Dew. You need that stuff. That stuff
Hey,
works, man.
Bane is a Batman villain for a reason. He was a villain made to fight against a normal human being. A normal human being with ungodly, competence, but
Yeah, but you
not a-
also are
not a
underestimating
superpowered
just
hero.
how much Hal Jordan really, really sucks.
Well, again, he's still no Guy Gardner.
well, my point is there's a reason the Happy Pills exist, and it's for situations like this where heroes who are fighting villains that have no business beating those heroes can actually stand up to them. It's like-
Okay, just get angry there, Bane.
I mean,
I put my foot down on the issue.
I mean, this isn't as crazy as this isn't as crazy stupid as the prospect of the Joker having a fist fight with Superman, but it's up there.
Oh, you're using my fighting game strategy.
you stop punching my knees, good sir.
I'll harm you.
Would you please cut that out?
I love how we keep using Dark Knight Rises Bane's voice, even though he's Latino.
Hey, we don't know what ethnicity Bane is.
No, we know he's from
We
Central
know-
American
South
country.
America.
We know exactly what
Yeah.
ethnicity the comic book Bane is. The Bane from The Dark Knight Rises seems to be like everything but that ethnicity, which is bizarre.
Welcome back to Injustice. Why is it black still?
Black.
There it
there
goes.
we go.
Huh. Load time.
Why was it black?
I didn't think Black Hand was supposed to be in this game.
Agents of vengeance, powered by rage.
Vengeance. That's my shtick. So it comes in Batman.
So, what are these two here for?
No reason.
Why does he have a cat with him?
Because it's his cat, Dexstar. He is a good kitty.
Is this a Silver Age villain?
No.
So why does he have a cat?
Because there's a cat.
What's wrong with having a cat?
Cats are only good for two things in this context: making someone seem humorous or making them seem relatable. And this is not a character that I expect to relate to.
Sounds like someone just needs a vengeance cat.
Let me guess, in terms of gameplay mechanics, this asshole is gonna be the Doomsday.
So they want him to become a Red Lantern, I guess?
Please stop puking on me. Listen, the only reason why I'm angry is because you puked all over my fucking face.
Okay.
What's wrong with my face?
Okay, this...
So yeah, beat that Red Lantern boss for no reason, because he appeared for no reason.
But, you
And
know...
yes, his character power is to summon his cat.
Oh, great. He's Doomsday with a cat.
He is a good kitty.
Wonderful. The cat can use anger powers.
Yep. It's a
I-
very
I-
angry cat.
I just drew that logical connection in my mind just now, and okay. Yeah, I can't take this guy seriously anymore. I'm sorry.
He's
Gene
Bad guy universe.
The Justice Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, stop time for a second there, How?
Why do you keep on getting Batmans as rewards?
Like, I don't even know what Capcom was doing with the Street Fighter V story mode. That is the dullest thing I've ever experienced in a
Dude,
fighting game.
You have not seen Tekken 7's story mode. It is awful.
Well, no, I haven't.
It's
And,
I
and,
haven't.
and at this point, who the hell knows what Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's even going to try to do?
yeah.
If at all.
I
Yeah.
doubt
if
it's going to
anything.
try a story mode. It's like in Marvel vs. Capcom, the story is ridiculous by concept. There's like there's nothing that you can really do to make that work.
Yeah, it's
So-
like it's literally going to be Ultron and Sigma do the fusion dance. I don't think that they're gonna have anything other than that just be the arcade mode final boss.
And even then, with the cast so expansive, you run the risk of essentially what amounted to the Mega Man Sonic Worlds Collide.
Where everyone gets
The
on
world's-
screen for
the-
2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not Worlds Collide, the Worlds Unite, the sequel to that storyline, where it was pretty much character shows up, does something cool, the comic, with no actual story.
Uh-oh, Superman's got his powers back, kinda.
Not really. No, he's still under the
The red
under
sun.
the red sun.
The Red Sun.
Yeah, but
but-
he was growing red in his eyes. That means he's got powers.
Well, that's just the red light reflecting. This isn't a Magneto moment where he slightly sort of moves the chess piece. No, he's just looking
There's
sinister
too much
because they
iron
thought
in
it
your
looked
blood.
cool when they directed the scene.
Is that supposed to be Damian Wayne in there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Damien.
Am I dreaming?
Gotta say, man, with the few facial differences, you can confuse easily Damien with Bruce and Clark.
It's almost
I think that's kind of the point.
it's almost like he's his son, dude.
No, but it's like, but Clark too. What is Clark Batman's son?
They kind of.
In some warp timeline, maybe.
There's a Black Adam's face is in constant "I hate you" mode.
Well, that's Black Adam in general, so.
Hey guys, who would win? Goku versus Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Now it's
And
I
with that,
know.
I have destroyed the comments section.
No, here's the thing. Like, I know the who would win in a fight thing is mostly stupid. It's mostly just like, it's the original fan fiction. But at the same time, these sorts of things need to be believable to some extent, which is why they invented
Firestorm could easily beat Black Adam.
Okay, all right. That makes a little bit more sense, because you can't have something like, if we were going to take Marvel for a moment, like, I don't expect Hawkeye to beat Hulk in a in a fair one-on-one fight. Basically, is one thing that I would say. It's just like, no, that's not going to happen.
No,
So
it would be reasonable for Firestorm to beat Black Adam. It would be an uphill battle, but he could do it.
It would be reasonable for Firestorm to beat Black Adam, but I think one of Firestorm's big weaknesses in that fight would be his level of experience.
Yeah. Now here, Damian Wayne should have no business beating either of the two. So
yeah.
Yeah, this is where the happy pills come in. Okay,
By the way, that is Anthony Del Rio voicing Blue Beetle.
So,
Yep.
what have we learned? Blue Beetle is Mega Man.
What?
What? Oh, boy.
That's a plot point from the last game.
yes,
Damian Wayne was Nightwing last time.
Wait, he was? I thought.
Yeah. Damian Wayne was Regime Nightwing, and people assumed that it was Dick Grayson until Batman corrected them.
So wait, what
Dick
is
Grayson
Dick
died.
Grayson doing?
he's
then?
dead. He's
Dick
dead.
Grayson was dead, yeah.
Ugh. That, like, whatever.
Hey, what happened to Tim Drake?
Yeah.
Uh,
Jason Todd's coming as DLC. Joy.
Is there a
As Red Hood?
a Dick Grayson skin?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Even though he was, Nightwing in the last game as far as the hero sides go.
Missed opportunity. Could have like a zombie Liu Kang skin.
Oh, so, dude, I think you already won.
Yeah, but he's taking Nightwing's
Oh,
name.
I
I have
lo-
to teach him a lesson.
I love that thing because I noticed that when you guys were playing this at Momocon too. If you knock somebody down, they get up a little bit just to get back
And
down.
then fall
when you
back
win.
down.
Get back down, yeah.
Welcome back to Injustice. We are still trying to break Superman out, although whether or not that's a good idea, we'll have to see.
Control Alt Delete, Victor.
Open Task Manager. Better yet, just do the quick fix and just smash it.
It's like I spilled water all over my keyboard.
remember how I remarked that Superman's Injustice 1 villain costume had Saiyan shoulder guards? Well, check out Supergirl's Saiyan outfit here. I'm sorry, that just stuck out to me in this particular shot for some reason. Like, it's the kind of thing he would have studied when he was learning how to be that detective thing that every Batman property seems to forget
At
he
the
is.
same time, though, Batman has
Batman has
quite a bit of
issues.
ego.
Batman has issues, and he has his ego, but he's self-aware enough to not let that get away from him.
It doesn't seem like it a lot of the time, though. To be fair.
Well, yeah, he's walking around in a bat costume. That doesn't exactly scream mental health.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about he's often really, really stubborn. Is
Yeah.
the thing, and he won't
Yeah.
even
Well-
consider to think that other people might be right a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, there was a fight between Batman and Batman in the last game over that exact thing. Now, I like how pointless this fight ends up being. Like, it's just the game stalling for time. Because Batman's
Yeah.
going to come in after this and say, hey, we're
And-
letting Superman out anyway.
Yeah. So the last, 3 or 4 fights were completely pointless. Just hit him, Fox. Ow. Dude, I am physics.
Ooh, that should be on his business card.
So he can make kryptonite.
He's a nuclear reactor. What is anything but just nuclear fission?
Yeah, and kryptonite, what harms Kryptonians from kryptonite is the specific kind of radiation they emit. So,
Not the Rock.
the Firestorm can just emulate that. He's a kryptonite emulator.
A little jank, though. Gotta wait for the patch fixes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
You
okay.
take the super strong female, I'll take the super strong female. What?
I mean, if you want both, go right ahead.
We're actually kind of pissed Batgirl isn't in this game anymore.
Tell that to fans of half the game's roster from the first one.
Anyway, here's Batman. He's here to say he's Batman. And,
Because he's Batman.
There are
Everyone
like
just-
6 different people in this room that could all kick his ass to next week.
And Batman would still win. Because he's Batman.
which is part of the problem with the character.
Damien, this was not the time to mouth off like that. But he's Batman.
But you know,
I kind of like as an homage to the movies, like Batman movies, like Batman is clearly wearing black eyeliner around his eyes to fill in the rest of the mask.
Yeah.
So to imagine it's like they have a mask and you just have these 2 black circles around his eyes.
yeah, the black makeup to cover up his skin.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Legion
Well,
of
at
Doom...
the Hall... or the Hall of Justice, depending on your position. I was just gonna nuke the area. Dude, dude, my head is on fire. I don't know if I do discreet.
Got locked
Oh
up.
my god, Superman's outfit's so dumb.
It doesn't need that fucking chin guard.
No, I think even the suit itself is like, oh my, you're
yeah,
not a football
it's
player,
way,
Clark.
it's way too goddamn armory, and the one he had at the beginning looks way nicer. But what gets me is the headpiece. It's the exact design that Energy Superman had. And it's just like, oh, why did you bring that back?
Why does he need a chin guard? His chin is a weapon in and of itself.
Because he knows everybody hates it, Lewis, and he's a petty fuck right now because he's been in that cell for so long.
Oh, look, Batman was keeping the Justice League table around all along, and it's sort of a touching bit of emotional manipulation he's trying to hit Superman with.
A little bit, yeah.
You're a dick.
Bruce, you remember fucking everything. And I love the idea that the Justice League was sitting around on swivel chairs.
Whee! Flash, pay attention. The bizarre combination is Catwoman and Cyborg.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, I
Never
mean,
worked.
they had a fight in the last game against each other.
I mean, if you kind of blur your eyes, I can like mistake them for Atrocitus and his cat.
Of course.
Welcome back to Injustice. We're still doing things.
What about the what was it? The Halle Berry movie? Huh?
No.
That's Catwoman in name only.
Criminally underrated masterpiece.
Don't listen to him. He lies.
I think, and besides that, I think you more mean Michelle Pfeiffer.
Now Michelle
yeah.
Pfeiffer's Catwoman is bizarre.
It's still better than
Yeah.
Halle Berry movie.
Yeah. They really took the Catwoman part of Catwoman a little too seriously in that movie.
Yeah, she's basically Cat Spider-Man in the Halle Berry movie. Bit by a radioactive cat.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, in the comics,
Dexstar.
in the comics, she uses cats as her theme the same way Batman uses bats as his theme.
Yeah, but it was not like Batman was bitten by a radioactive bat.
Yeah. It's like
He
neither of them
wasn't?
have any particular power.
Maybe
It's
it's some
just-
Elseworld tale.
Yeah.
Brainiac collects the best and discards the rest. Black Canary and Arrow, definitely not the best.
I would come up with a quip for that, but nothing off the top of my head.
You just spit her because Poison Ivy questioned your dick.
Or lack thereof.
Oh, Diagon Alley. What?
I thought the same thing.
Wait here. Make sure no one follows us.
Oh, and this is your excuse to stand here and not be involved in the story for a while. We are going to see more of Harley, though.
Well, of course we are. She's super popular.
When we were at MomoCon, there were like 50 million Harley Quinn cosplayers, all specifically the Suicide Squad version 2, which I don't know why. There's
Man, these two do not belong side by side.
the Bing and
It's like it's totally never talk to me or my son again.
Oh, jeez.
And Deadshot in this game looks almost exactly like a Jason and Jason X. I mean, he totally does.
Never down with Superman recruiting criminals to the regime. That was his call.
We are both considered criminals now. So ask yourself, what is the difference between...
well, I'm a
I'm
robot
not
and you drink way too much Mountain Dew, so
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Well, Bane knows what's up.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Bane could beat anybody as long as he had enough prep time? Oh, okay, I see how.
Well,
it is.
yeah, Bane is a pretty damn good strategist.
Yeah. He's really smart.
I'm sorry. I'm just making fun of the whole Batman can do it.
Yes, we know.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but it's funny when you think about it. It's like you'd say that jokingly, but yeah, given enough time, I'm pretty sure he could.
So do you think that's original or Baja Blast in there?
Well,
Monster Energy.
Hi, Apocalypse.
Wait, so he just opens a portal to Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a boom tube.
just to beat someone up.
Yep.
I mean, if you really wanted to kill someone, the real answer would be to knock him into Apocalypse and close the boom tube behind him.
No,
So
they're not
awkward how you
allowed to
finish
kill
that
people,
match.
Lewis.
It's a little awkward how
Well,
you finish that
no,
match
you
looking
wouldn't be
left
killing
and
him.
Cyber's
You'd be
looking
letting
right.
Darkseid do it.
The gun doesn't kill him, the bullet does.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
With the gun.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Eh.
Does Brainiac literally Control-C, Control-V Cyborg?
Yeah, basically.
But, you know, computer monitors don't shoot magic beams that duplicate people.
Unless they're Batman's computer monitors.
I like
like-
how you just said no fuck you to the mirror match and decided to play as Catwoman here.
Yeah.
I also like how he doesn't bleed normal blood, he bleeds Mountain Dew blood.
All heroes, come out of retirement. We need you. Well, we're just gonna use the team we have? Okay, then.
Well, geez, I hope they all had their radios on to that band.
Yeah. Oh, it just fell on deaf ears.
I also love how they can get an entire city out evacuated in an hour. Because
All right,
thing
See,
that
they
can
too have played Sonic Adventure.
Now, ooh,
Ow.
that looked like it hurt. Oh, well, yeah, it was a
She
bazooka.
just got a gun.
Why do they have the subspace emissary gun?
Oh,
And I love that Brainiac's right fucking outside. His little Doombot things are walking around, and this guy's just fucking chilling here.
Hey, he didn't. He's got like a bar in here. There's alcohol.
you know what? You know what's
Yeah, the guy realized he was Barcape with shotgun and not Farmer with shotgun.
what?
What is it with ice villains have to make puns for everything?
Dude, it's like fucking law.
Dude, even the animated series, Mr. Freeze gets in on it because when in Batman
Yeah.
Beyond, when he comes out in his suit, he says he kept it in cold storage.
Actually, like one of the first lines in the Heart of Ice is "Freeze." That's Mr.
Freeze?
Freeze to you.
Do that.
He became
why-
Spiked Wallman.
Why isn't she just stabbing him?
Okay, you know, Wonder Woman, I know that the movie being World War One, there's already similarities to Cap in World War Two, but you don't need to literally throw the shield exactly like he does. Like, come on. Now you're just being obvious.
Ow.
Ooh,
You're dead.
fatality.
Bar patron bothered to get all the way back up, and we just throw him again. That guy is having quite a day.
I like how this. I like the discrepancy between the cutscene and the battle arena that you play in. There was like one guy with a shotgun, and he was really cautious. But once the fight starts, there's like 4 guys in here, and the
Say, fuck it.
bartender is just sort of like, they're fighting in the background again.
I think I'll have one of everything.
So what you gonna do, Barkeep? Rub the same spot over and over while I talk your ear off? Are you?
But I always have time for Mountain Dew Code Red.
No, code
No,
yellow.
Code Yellow.
Camera.
I hate Code Red.
So just the color red just sets them off entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, Daredevil's always been a little bit darker than other Marvel characters, but Frank Miller's went in.
Stiltman.
Yeah, but
He had a villain called Stiltman.
darker
Hey,
by
Batman.
comparison. Let's put it that
Hey,
way.
hey, to be fair, Batman has a villain called Kite Man. And Condiment King.
You made some of those up.
No, they're all real.
No, he didn't.
It's worth the Google.
Back to Injustice, and after beating Reverse Flash with another bar patron, I guess we're moving on.
It seems perfectly fine though on that stool.
Yeah, he just crawls right back.
Actually, someone cut one.
Uh-oh, here it comes. I am the shadow, the true self.
You're not me.
Well, obviously not. I'm Superman.
Here's another fight that really should not be a thing.
Yeah.
Beat that motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Although, Kryptonian, nanotech, etc. Translation,
Nanomachines.
everyone is running on Ratchet and Clank healing powers.
Diana, I'm still bleeding out here.
Oh, I only helped Grodd to draw out my Okay, Grodd is helping Brainiac, and Brainiac's gonna destroy the planet. This is a bad plan, Cheetah.
Yeah, but then Brainiac will kill Wonder Woman, and she wants to kill Wonder Woman.
Yeah, more or less, that's exactly what it is.
I think everyone who's helping Brainiac or Grodd for self-serving reasons is just operating under the assumption that if they leave Superman alone, he'll take care of it.
I suppose, maybe. Yeah, leave Batman alone and he'll take care of the problem because he's Batman.
She's had enough, Wonder Bread. This isn't your
Wonder Bread.
I hate Wonder Bread.
No killing. You lecture me. How much blood is on your ledger, Quinn?
You know, that really, just saying someone did something bad does not actually invalidate their point.
Kinda like you with Superman.
That was a gut punch, Harley.
And now we're having
shooting-
Wonder Woman and Harley fight.
No.
Nobody ever aimed for the goddamn knees.
Wait, so that... Okay, so Harley Quinn can take that in a fighting match normally, but if it happens in a cutscene, it's lethal.
Well, yeah, that's cutscene powers.
Some particular kind of radiation.
Not sure.
Fuck you, got mine.
Oh,
Making you a huge mistake from killing someone by killing you.
You know, when
Eh.
Supergirl flew in front of the sun, it looked like she was really badly green screened in front of it for some reason.
she's Wonder Woman. She can walk it off.
Cal can protect you.
Oh, if you think Wonder Woman's an issue, oh, just wait.
Cold-blooded.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
I know.
So, yeah, what a bitch.
Unfortunate Diana chose now to deal with Harley. More unfortunate that you got in the way.
We're trying to defeat one big threat. We're not here to fight each other right now.
Superman.
Innocent people are dying now.
When that nuke exploded, did it hit your head?
Kara, Harley's a criminal.
Hit your head many times over and over and sap all sense of reasoning in your head.
Your brain's still a bit shriveled under there, isn't it?
Were you the one who...
I took one
Your head grew in before your brain did, and it prevented the solar rays from completely healing it. You've lost all sense.
Go. People are...
I stopped that.
Actually, no, you didn't. Violence still happened.
Humans need strong leadership. We have to save them from themselves.
It's that
Who do you think you are, Ozymandias?
It's that typical totalitarian illusion where you establish a strong sense of order in society, but it's only a sense of order. But, it's enough that you can sort of trick yourself into thinking that all of the problems are solved. If you just ignore
Yeah,
the
he's
ones
like,
that
oh, I
don't.
stopped violence. Like, did you? That's not going to stop everyday violence from happening.
How? What even is that?
Don't know, but Alpha, Zod's escaped to recruit 5 Kryptonians
Fight
with
on,
attitude.
for the planet Krypton.
Marlon Brando, what are you doing here?
Zordon's tank did have crystals like these at the bottom of it, didn't it?
That is Zordon.
Yeah.
Ow.
I was gonna say, what was the point of putting it on the ground, but then he kicks it. It's like,
Yeah.
You kind of missed.
Even then, what exactly would that do to Supergirl?
Yeah, there's no kryptonite here.
Yeah.
At least I don't think, anyway.
Yeah,
Not that I know of.
Superman just keeps kryptonite in his house,
Actually, he does.
All right, man. Then okay, Clark's a moron.
Wait, what? Why?
Safekeeping.
case.
Yeah, safekeeping, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
he can
well,
use
what-
the
well,
same
kryptonite
reason.
against himself if he goes crazy. Wait.
No, more like to keep it away from his enemies, and you know there are guys like General Zod around who are Kryptonian and evil. So
Yeah, but how would
Yeah.
Superman
But
use
that and
kryptonite
also,
against Zod?
Superman could just encase himself in a radiation suit. It's what he does
Yeah.
to protect himself from kryptonite when enemies are using it against him.
So I know that she's got cold breath, but it looks like she's sneezing on him every time she uses it.
well, to be fair, like, from a super, that would probably blow you halfway across the state.
Yeah, but it just like it doesn't even look like it's a superpower. It just looks like she sneezed on him, and then Damien's just really, really annoyed with her for not covering her mouth.
Just
Hey.
go down, Damien.
Hey, don't knock freeze breath, okay? It's one of the more underrated powers, but it's got its uses.
Half-truths, lies, to cover up your own evil.
I think they called them alternative facts. Sorry, I had to go for it. They set it up, and I just knocked it down.
Oh, what
Well,
do
that
the
was-
notches in the health bars mean? Are those? Damn it, phone, shut up.
Ring,
Wait,
ring,
hold
ring,
on a
ring, ring,
second,
ring.
Supergirl, I got to take this call. Hey, Shazam!
By Shazam, you mean the hero or the wizard?
Yes!
That's not helping, Black Adam.
Okay, okay, we were talking about Power Rangers, but the lightning bolt for Black Adam looks exactly like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo.
It does.
Ow. Maybe through far.
You know, people worked really, really hard on that thing, dude. Took like 150 years.
So that's a Flash.
Yeah.
No, he only broke the nose of the Sphinx. He broke the entire pyramid.
He still broke the nose of the Sphinx.
Yeah, that was rude, but like,
Which still hasn't been fixed, by the way.
no, it'll be fixed by the time he does his next super move.
So after the 5th super move, did they just give up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that when you're,
Stop that!
I know that when you're,
Gotta love how the game just, the part just cuts off as Superman is defeated. It's like, that's it. Game's
Oh,
over.
yeah.
yay, we win.
What about Brainiac?
Welcome back to Injustice 2. We beat the shit out of Superman, which I'm sure we're going to be doing plenty of times in the future. Because he's a dick in this game. Not as much as a Silver Age at points, but still a big dick.
Brainiac, he's extracting the cities early.
Now, the way they were building up Supergirl in the pre-release marketing, I kind of expected the final battle of this game to be Supergirl versus Superman, so
No.
I was surprised when it came up early. No, the final battle is Batman versus Superman.
Dawn of Justice?
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, there's a final boss with Brainiac, and then there's a final boss with Superman.
Or Batman if you choose Superman, which I don't know why you would, because that's clearly the bad ending, but...
Oh, you get to choose how it ends?
Yeah, there are two separate endings. I choose Batman because it's the only sensible choice in the situation, but if you choose Superman, basically he beats Batman, retakes over the Earth, and basically Brainiac mind controls everyone who's against him into doing his bidding.
Wait, so if you choose Superman, Brainiac wins anyway?
No, you still beat Brainiac, but he basically opts Brainiac's tech to
Oh, okay.
basically force people to obey him.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah, that's clearly the bad ending. Oh, and hi, Dr. Fate.
Well, I don't know.
I s-
That's the world without any more violence, so...
Yeah, take my
Yeah,
job here is done.
yeah, but with the absolute loss of free will.
Yeah, but, you know, you're superheroes. You're trying to stop crime. You know. I'm being facetious, but yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you still have that goddamn helmet?
Because it's the source of all his power.
Why won't you let me fight back? How could they
Wait, how can the helmet stop him from trying to help someone if he's not wearing it?
Well, it's a magic helmet.
It's so over-directed for how little writing there is in that part of the story.
Brainiac controls the entire
Like, let's just make it look cool and dramatic. That'll cover it. Why not?
Yeah. You know, stopping that suddenly would still probably break your fucking neck.
Yeah.
Also, I
that's
love how
Gwen Stacy
Batman's
died.
plane. I love how Batman's plane can just hover there.
Hit it, the harder it hits back.
No, Kara, stop.
Oh no, wait.
That
At this
could've
point,
gone
Superman doesn't
better.
care.
Oh, daisy chain.
It's like,
Oh no, not the Daily Planet
he
again.
incapacitates both of them and then takes a snapshot of it.
LOL killed some Kryptonians.
I'm saving this for the records.
Oh no, not Metropolis again.
They'll have it rebuilt by next week.
No, apparently this is supposed to be a plot point, like, oh, our cities are being taken again, and several of them don't
It
make
is
it back,
Superman 64. Virtual
and-
Metropolis.
And like we,
Your
and,
friends
like,
are trapped in this digital world, Superman.
And like we weren't able to save all of the cities, and Metropolis was one of them. And some of us had family members in the cities that we weren't able to save. So now we're siding with Superman again.
Except that's still no reason to side with Superman at all.
Metropolis really gets the shit kicked out of it, though. I mean, first it blows up in a nuclear explosion, and then it gets digitized by Brainiac. Thought Gotham was bad.
Now, Gotham just has more general crime. Metropolis just gets hit by one really, really bad thing every month.
I don't know, man. Did you read No Man's Land?
True. Do not want.
Superman.
You
What
were
do you-
literally just told that this is a bad idea, you moron.
Ow.
Oh hey, it's the creator from Man of Steel.
Can we not talk about Man of Steel, please?
What? That action scene
he's
was
right
the only
there.
good part of the movie.
Not really. By the time I was done with Man of... Well, okay, as soon as... The part in the crater itself was fine. It's just the moment they exit the crater, I'm just like, dude, there's still people in those buildings. Also,
No, there
Brainiac
weren't.
ship...
That's why there weren't any people in those buildings when they were in those buildings.
They were... Dude, they do not evacuate all of Metropolis in the 15 minutes.
How did they evacuate all of New York in that time?
They don't.
There were
That's a
people on
plot
the
point in the
street, and
cinematic
that's enough.
universe. Is that lots of
One
people
that-
died.
Yeah, one that they kind of ignore after they bring it up.
No, not really.
No, they don't. That's the entire plot of Avengers 2.
And it's also brought up in Jessica Jones a decent amount. That's the reason why Hell's Kitchen is a fucking shithole in Daredevil, is because the entire thing got destroyed in the
I'm sorry. Not a plot point in Avengers 2, but Civil War.
Civil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying, in Avengers 2, I was more attracted by James Spader's quipping.
No, the
Well, he was a sexy Ultron.
the point is that no, they people do die in Avengers 1, like lots of people. It's brought up. Know your shit. Drop the mic.
So it's okay that the Avengers do it?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not okay.
That's
The-
the point.
I-
You just said that.
No, I'm talking about it from an audience perspective.
And then
I remember
push it
them
down
landing
to
in
the
an.
city.
I remember them landing in an IHOP.
That was Superman getting his ass kicked because he wasn't expecting the other people to have the same powers.
Because
as
Zod
him.
prefers Denny's.
So, apparently, if they use magic from here, they can blast Brainiac's ship hard enough that the shields will fail.
Yeah, that's the idea.
They're just gonna hit it really, really, really hard.
I gave it the cold.
Yeah.
I gave it the virus.
Well,
A
basically,
computer
they're
virus.
going to remember these two from earlier on in the game.
You know, I got a feeling this wasn't like some sort of Brainiac's mind control, but the model just glitched out and they said, fuck it, just go with it.
Yeah. Bitch.
The backhand. Noticing a lot of black in the titles today.
Yeah.
Black Adam, Black Canary, Black Flash,
Black Manta.
Black Manta.
Black Manta is looking to be a DLC character, right?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His silhouette was one of the really obvious ones in the trailer for the first DLC pack. Along with Raiden, for some reason.
No, they had Mortal Kombat characters in Injustice
No,
1.
yes, but the thing is, part of the first DLC pack is Sub-Zero, which, if there's one, okay. Why are you adding a second in this game?
Hey, it's NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah, but I thought the point of this was to be a DC fighting game. We already have Mortal Kombat.
Watch Raiden just be a Black Adam skin.
It's Raiden.
Whatever. Do you know what I say to that, John? Yeah.
No, it would be Raiden, like Raichu, because Rai means thunder.
But it's
That
pronounced Raiden.
Well, then
in
they're
the game.
pronouncing it wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
that could've- did Gra just get one-shotted?
No, that was a random Gorilla Mook.
Oh, okay.
Like it's going through coke withdrawal.
You know
Wait,
what's great
what?
about hearing Brainiac's voice coming out of Oliver's face? Oliver has the same mustache and beard that retro Brainiac used to have.
Ooh, an homage.
So, you know, just imagine this guy with a Mars Attacks brain sticking out of his head, and you have Brainiac.
Dude, you shoot arrows.
You're deluded, Grodd.
Oh wait, Grodd is controlling
Grodd.
them. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
really?
okay. Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, this is the subtotal of Black Adam's part in the story from this point onward. Sit in
Just
a
sit in a chair.
Ow.
Not if I kill you first.
So who wanted to fight, Blue Beetle or Booster Gold?
Who's
Green
Booster
Lantern.
Gold?
No, the answer to that question is where's Superman?
Ted, to answer your question, Booster Gold is
I don't
Okay.
care.
Well, fine
But
then.
maybe the audience would like to know what Booster Gold
There's
is.
something called Wikipedia.
Booster
Gorilla City.
Land. Gorilla City, yeah. Not a very inventive name, is it?
Well, it's like they're gorillas.
I defend the people in People City.
So what's their?
Yep.
Oh, rocks fall on Black Adam. That's
No,
their-
you can choose. I chose Aquaman.
Yeah, no,
so.
like I was saying, what's the excuse for them not tag teaming him? It's like,
Oh.
oh, rocks fall on Black Adam.
You're essentially choosing who's going to get screwed by rocks.
Yeah. Welcome back to Injustice. It's Aquaman versus Grodd, everyone's favorite characters.
Meanwhile, Black Adam is having an inner battle with those rocks that fell on top of him.
That are
course.
suddenly gone now.
Juggled
Just-
with a trident. That's kind of a funny
Ooh,
sight to see.
Dante pops in. Ooh, I gotta try that.
You know, you take Aquaman out of context, it looks like he's just ready to get the biggest bowl of spaghetti in his life.
You know, I remember Winston being a much nicer gorilla.
Bum 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 bum.
Always fucking random.
Batman said no killing Aquaman,
If Batman doesn't know, Batman doesn't know.
but Batman knows everything because he's got security cameras everywhere.
Yeah, no blood on the trident.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only person there to stop Aquaman was Black Adam, and well, he's not stopping him.
So not much has changed.
You guys were
Wow.
literally mind controlled. Now is the best time for snark.
Ah, it was Gorilla Grodd. I mean, it's embarrassing, but they'll live it down.
By the power of Atlantis.
I'm gonna sit in this chair so hard, you guys.
This chair is amazing!
I don't know, it looks very uncomfortable.
It's almost like it's an ancient throne.
It's like the ultimate in muscle stimulant.
It's like an electric chair in reverse.
Oh my god. Does he have that on blast every time?
Well, it's what he does.
Judging by the volume
Hey Batman,
levels,
where's my theme song?
Judging by the volume levels, he's one of those people who drives down the street with the bass on too loud and
Yeah, with the windows down, music on blast.
yeah.
How polite of Brainiac to literally leave his door open, though.
I mean, I'm listening to this at like around 50%, and I can barely hear you guys right now.
I had it on 10, and it was barely, and I could barely hear you guys. There we go. Now I can turn the volume back up and actually hear what's going on in the game.
He just punched his fucking window. Dude, open the fucking door.
Dude, I know you're rich, but those things are expensive.
Also, good to know the glass is not bulletproof.
You can't put a price tag on saving the world, can you? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what did you think you were going to be able to do, dude?
I'm Batman.
Honestly, the way he was running there, I was kind of hoping he extended his cape like he was pretending to fly.
Whoosh. Yeah, just got like freakers like. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Is he using?
It does have a bit of a Doc Ock vibe going on here. Oh, oops! I accidentally decapitated Batman. I'm sorry.
Very reckless heat vision, yeah.
It bugged me the first time I watched the scene, and I saw her just flailing around with the laser vision, and it's never addressed what it might have hit.
Damn it! Brainiac's a fucking Krypton amiibo collector. Oh, not new
Yeah,
in box,
basically.
but it'll have to do.
Just a few more and I'll have the whole set. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm Batman.
Man, if you could only...
See the way he delivered that line, he's a little prima donna there. It was like, oh, dispose of him. Get him out of my sight.
Yeah, the world's finest.
Except it's not because not this Batman. The Superman is an ass.
Yeah.
And Batman's just always an asshole.
But he's a good asshole. He's like Dr. House that way.
Just in case we don't pull through.
What good would attacking the betas do if we fall here?
I don't know.
No less than not doing anything.
I guess.
Hey, they could get a bite to eat. Or something.
Okay,
Alright,
so...
Firestorm.
Thank God the Human Torch.
So I was
He'll know what to
mixed
do.
up. The early...
Oh, and High Swamp Thing, who came literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like,
How
oh yeah,
did
kind of forgot you were a
Brainiac
thing.
get you, and why did he bother?
Yeah.
I mean, your power is like the swamp. I don't see any swamp here.
Ooh, I want to play a Swamp Thing.
It was pretty obvious when Grodd was Grodd.
Groot.
Mr. Monkey. When Mr. Monkey was controlling Green Arrow, it was pretty clear that he was like directly controlling.
My
him.
dastardly nemesis, Gorilla Groot.
I am
We
Groot.
need it last. Yeah, I am Groot. Look alive, it's the flush.
That sounds like a hero that would be in the Tick.
Wait, are we talking the flush as in toilet themed or the flush as in poker themed? Because that's what I thought first.
Well, there is the Royal Flush
Whatever.
King.
You just destroyed a fucking captured city. Oh, and then you're Superman. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't care about billions of lives as long as they're not my billions of lives.
Also, they're virtual lives, so it doesn't count.
My Pokemon seem real to me. That's the guy who will restart Floored for Pikmin.
Well,
That
this is the DC universe, so I just automatically don't care.
I mind controlled Batman. You think reasoning is going to work?
Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia, but who is the voice actor? Just think of it as like,
Oh yeah, I think it was Oprah.
yeah, so think of it as just Oprah of the DC universe.
I think Batman just destroyed a city in order to deal slight damage to Swamp Thing.
Yep. Ow.
Oh, that could have gone better.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow.
Ow.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Gaia
Oh,
was voiced by
Batman's
Whoopi-
dead.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Gaia was voiced by Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, Whoopi.
In 1993, and
Whoopi
Margot
would've make
Kidder
it work.
and Margot Kidder in 93 and 96.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Wait, Captain Planet ran for 6 seasons?
4.
4. Okay.
Well, it ran for 6 years.
Ugh. Damn, why? Okay, Captain Planet gets 4 seasons, but Spectacular Spider-Man gets 2. Okay. That
No one
makes
ever
sense.
said the world was fair, Ted.
Nope. But
Captain Planet had 6 seasons.
ugh. That's more seasons than Batman the Animated Series, for the record.
Well, are they?
That's
Well.
That's Oh, and there's also the. Oh wait, no.
That burns my ass.
Oh wait,
That
wait, hang on,
burns my
hang on. Was Captain?
Ted.
Firestorm will get you back to the terra firma. You want the fire guy to come close to the plant guy. I can see this going wrong in so many ways.
I love how on Captain Planet everybody's from a different country, but they all decide to speak English because of the douchebag from New York City.
I'll take you down, Superman. I don't have a spear, but with my magic helmet.
By your desperation of the Green Lantern Corps. Now he comes to spare
spare humanity by killing like 90% of it.
Sure, whatever.
Death is better than dying. What? It doesn't make any sense.
So does Doc
Welcome back to Injustice. We just beat his magic helmet.
And
just
now we're
crush
really
that
gonna
thing?
beat it. Oh, well,
What do you think
that's-
he's going to do?
That's exactly what's
Batman's
going to happen, in fact.
He's going to crush the magic helmet.
Yeah, but since it's magic, he has to like actually crush a iron helmet, which is really, really hard for the record.
But he's Superman, so magic helmet.
The fact that this is as hard as it is for Superman probably has to do with the magic. Anyway, remember what I said about Dr. Fate being like very underdeveloped and not having time to be, fleshed out? Well, here's hoping he'll come back in the third game and they'll write him off. Oh. And
Lewis!
and they'll write him a better story arc. Yeah, never mind. Just kill him off. Am I supposed to feel something right now?
Probably not.
One shtick. And
Oh, I love that wind up. It's just like, lol, no.
One thing I'm really glad is that he uses normal fucking moves. Oh my god. The final bosses in Tekken 7 are horse shit.
Tekken 7, have you seen Tekken 5?
Oh no, Jinpachi is...
Tekken 3?
Okay, Jinpachi is a douchebag too, but Tekken 7's the one I played normally. Devil Kazumi and Devil Kazuya, you can punch them and they'll just Castlevania backdash out of the way and you don't get your hit, and then suddenly you're comboed into next week. It's obnoxious.
ugh.
Yeah, and I know that final bosses in fighting games tend to have these issues, but just have it be a really, really high AI leveled computer player and have it be fair, Like, I hate that. I hate the kind of, oh, we're just going to give him impossible to counter moves to fake difficulty. It's awful.
Don't forget that the arcade mode is designed for actual arcades, at least in Japan.
But...
You know what you should do? You should play more SNK games.
No, dude, look, I'm already terrible at Street Fighter inputs. People at Momocon were talking about how you had to do like curly cues with the control stick to do certain combos in SNK. All right, I'm not dealing with that shit.
He'll stick with his fighting game of boxing kangaroos and animate piles of wood.
No, they took out Mokujin in Tekken 7. I'm really actually very upset about that.
Kara
It's
was being...
symbolic.
No, it's not symbolic. Brainiac said that she was being vivisected. Well, that was actually what was going to happen.
Yeah, in a crucified pose.
Yeah, the table's literally shaped like a cross, so it is very much symbolic.
Well, how else are you going to restrain someone to a bench?
You make it you just make it a
you can
table.
Make it you can make it a rectangle table.
Yeah. You make it.
This is literally a cross.
If you make it a cross, you don't do that not on purpose.
Yeah, you do. If you want to get any kind of anything done that involves the arms, you kind of have to spread them apart. It's just how it
Well,
works.
no, you can have the entire thing be the table. You don't have to have the table shaped like an actual cross. You can
Why
have her
would
like
you build more table just to avoid making it
so
look
that
like
you're
a-
not
It's
making her look
symbolic.
like Jesus.
For God's sakes, it's symbolic. It's so blatant.
Like it's not
What is
even
it
subtle.
symbolic for? Though?
Her dying for Superman's
Metropolis.
sins.
but she's not. Like
She was
at
go-
all.
I'm not saying that it's a good symbolism. I'm saying that that's clearly the imagery that they were going for.
It's not subtle.
No.
But it's not. It doesn't apply to anything.
But
If that's the imagery they were going for, then it's really stupid imagery.
Yes, it is.
It is. That's what we're calling out.
I think it's just a table that happens to have two arms for it because it's gonna have arms strapped to it.
They could have made it shaped like a T, and it wouldn't have fit. They made it a
T
cross.
is shaped like a cross.
The T
no,
is across
like
that head.
like an uppercase T. Like they didn't have to have the
But
head.
then where would the head go?
You just make the arm
It
parts.
just awkwardly hangs off the edge because Brainiac's a dick.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna jack in. Oh,
This seems like a good idea.
Now the way
oh, there's so much porn in here.
Terabytes and terabytes.
Brainiac's into some weird shit.
Okay, dude, we were trying to stop it from crashing into the earth. You're welcome.
Oh yeah,
I
all the information would be gone if it's blown up. You're right.
Well, so would Brainiac.
That's true.
I love this upcoming part here where we're going to have a Batman v Brainiac fight. So we need Superman to stop Brainiac for us, and he needs to be part of the team because we can't do it ourselves. Except Batman can totally do it by himself, I guess.
Well, Batman wouldn't win in a fight with Brainiac.
Except he's totally going to,
Except he's going. Oh, because magic pills. Okay.
or something like that.
Like, you know, if they were actually going to play by the rules, then that would make sense because Batman would not win a fight against Brainiac. But
He's totally going to here.
yeah, I know, which is
So we totally needed Superman to help us stop Brainiac.
you
Okay,
mean
so
Supergirl or
we just had a final
Ow.
boss type fight with Superman versus Brainiac, and now we're fighting the same character again with a different character. Oof,
Yep.
story modes. I think he had a different moveset, so that's the equivalent of having an RPG. but-
Bruce? What the
bullshit
hell?
moveset.
That hurt.
That wasn't my fault.
I don't.
You were in space.
What? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Now
we
we're back
back him
there.
up into the sky from space,
What the fuck?
Superman.
and then shot him down from the sky
Into
back into space.
space.
Makes sense. 10 out of 10. Superman, how's that porn? Lots of tentacles. So many tentacles.
I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going.
Okay.
I'm not dead.
So, what did Batman expect to do to Brainiac? Like you do have to kill him, right? Like, you don't stop him just by beating his ass and he leaves like Vegeta.
He's a computer. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Hey guys! When did you get here?
how dare you show your face, Wonder Woman?
Would have been nice to have your help earlier. Dude, come on.
I mean, there.
Here we go again.
Yep.
This is no different.
Oh, Marvel's so stupid. The heroes fight too much.
Okay, okay, guys, I have a better idea. Okay, he's a computer. Isolate him from the network, and he can't do anything.
Okay,
Doesn't answer my question.
okay, Batman, like,
How did you gold kryptonite, courtesy of Firestorm?
Get up, Cal.
okay, that.
Stay down.
Alright, like, the argument aside, that is a dick move from Batman. He's like, okay, lives don't need to be taken, so I'm going to beat the shit out of you to prove my point.
No, it's
Absolute justice.
Justice!
Oh, I thought she was gonna have like some sort of dilemma. I can't tell who's who. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
no. Flash, what exactly were you expecting to do there?
Hey guys, look what I found!
Welcome back to Injustice, final part, which, since we technically already defeated Brainiac, you know what that means. Obligatory Batman v Superman fight in. Dude, there's a very major artery that goes through your thigh like that. You're probably going to kill Arthur like that.
I'm tired of fighting you, Arthur.
Wow, that's a very bad looking city.
All you have to do is drop him, dude.
What do you think he's going to do?
Ow.
So be it.
You do realize my cape can glide!
Yeah, like, he can glide.
You haven't played much Arkham Asylum, have you? Woo.
I'm fine.
So, yeah. So that was
Stop.
a mild inconvenience.
Oh, you could take him up into space. That could work.
You always find it weird that we fight in front of the same movie theater.
That somehow is always fixing a sign in rapid time.
You know, we should just stop and go see Hidden Crimes.
Oh, hidden crimes. Like the ones that killed my parents! Ah!
Arkham Knight all over again!
Jeez.
Do you ever
That
think
was-
he ever hops into the Batmobile like that and then just realizes, oh shit, I'm out of gas?
Well,
I've
Or he
heard,
lands on the seat backwards.
yeah, but he's not. when you're fighting Superman, you're not fighting for a couple of days.
I don't know. He's Batman. He can prepare for anything.
Just like Bane.
Bane is the new Batman. Bane is the Dark Souls of Batman.
Alright. Why does Batman's chin have teeth?
Because he's Batman.
That helmet is so stupid.
Yes, it is.
Me too.
Ow.
I miss it more.
No, I miss it more.
Here's a bigger question. Superman, why do you need to take down Batman? It's not like he can stop you from taking over the world. He didn't manage to last time.
I like how the Batman music starts and the fight starts by Superman kicking the shit out of you. Who gets beat up by Clark?
Yeah, this seems to be a pretty one-sided fight so far, Batman.
Superman!
God, do you have that music on blast at all times?
Yep. It's his superpower. It's what makes him invincible.
No, I was more talking about Superman talking to Batman.
Oh. Oh.
No, but you lucked out. This combo doesn't do any more damage to you because you were at the end of 1 health bar. Which honestly, which again, I think is kind of BS, but whatever.
So, what are we playing? Kick beat or something?
Man, this new version of Just Dance is kind of brutal. They're asking you to grab the opponents by the chin and slap them in the jaw. And I don't think I can do half of this shit as a fat ass.
Yeah, well, you're not Batman, so.
You just do a okay, now you're just being petty, you dick.
Now I'm just imagining an Arkham game where they implemented a musical rhythm game, Mother 3 style, into the combat. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes in fighting games, like, someone uppercuts and then someone does a charging punch underneath them, and it's like, oh god. I just remembered this is a video game. That was so wonky.
And tackle. That's it.
Didn't even get the ultimate attack animation.
Yep. And I win because I'm Batman.
So is this just the good ending then?
Yeah. Well, quote-unquote good.
Oh god.
Well, quote-unquote good in that half of the quote-unquote heroes are still bad, Superman is still a dick, and a lot of stuff still got destroyed because of Brainiac, so.
Yay? We win?
All's well that ends well, right?
Oh yeah, Brainiac's still on his ship and could wake up at any moment and continue doing bad stuff.
Yeah.
Along with Swamp Thing.
Oh yeah, Swamp Thing's gonna do so much help.
hey, Swampy, you think Brainiac's metal body would make good fertilizer? Maybe you should help us test that. We just need to grind it down a little, you understand?
Injustice 3! Okay, I hope that they do something, when they make the eventual Injustice 3, I hope that they don't keep with this regime timeline, because I'm so sick of evil Superman. Like, what if Superman was actually a dick? Oh man, you're so creative. No one has ever thought about what would happen if Superman undercut his morality for even 5 minutes.
Isn't that the entire point of General Zod?
Yeah, like there's there's a Marvel character named Hyperion, which is basically Superman, and he's like the end justifies the means kind of character, and he's just as tired there as Superman is in here, because it's just like, okay, the point of Superman is that he is actually that good, and exploring what would happen if like he took a darker turn is interesting, sure, but it's been done so many times that it's just kind of like, okay.
To be honest, and this is more of a broader thing in pop culture, but everyone is so quick to praise a deconstruction in fiction that I feel a lot of the time they skip over the question of whether a deconstruction is really worth it in an individual case or not. And it's like, I don't really think it is in Superman's case, not at this point in time.
Not at this point in time, because one of the things that I've kind of talked about to a few other comic book fans is, well, and also just people in general, mostly somewhat older people, in terms of like our parents' age, is that, oh, well, normal Superman, you know, the whole big blue Boy Scout, oh, that's so boring and he's so good and there's nothing interesting happening, so you try to do something like this or Man of Steel to make him a more flawed character. It's like, well, that's not Superman. It's like, well, kind of what do you want then?
You could have him.
I
Here's
would
the thing.
say,
I say that you can
to
make
me-
him interesting. You can make him interesting without making him flawed. Okay? So this is something that I've been thinking about a lot because people like Captain America, and Captain America, honestly, like aside from some like writing things and like something like Civil War, for instance, where like they just kind of have
Hail Hydra.
Well, okay, we're not going to talk about that. But like, Captain America is an interesting character because he deals with a lot of insecurities. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean he has to be a douchebag in terms of a flaw, but really all you have to do to make Superman interesting is have him deal with like what the stress of being Superman does to him.
And that's why All-Star Superman works so well.
Now, I've read at least a little bit of that, and it's actually very interesting. But you don't have to, like, again, like, the thought experiment of what if Superman, like, not even were evil, but just, like, were more ruthless. Like, that's interesting to do, but it's also been done. But you can make Superman, quote-unquote, not boring or not just a goody-goody without having to make him, like, literally take over the world, you know? It's about balance. Really is the thing. And nuance
to me,
and
Superman.
subtlety.
To me, Superman works best as an ideal.
Yeah.
When you
Which
try
was his original purpose to begin with. But,
yeah.
Go on, John.
that's fine. Live on as a symbol of what you can achieve in life.
you can.
When you bring him down to our level, you remove that super part of the man. And I just don't think it's as interesting.
Here's the thing, though. You can.
Yes, please.
You
Yeah,
can-
exactly like this. This is perfect timing.
You can challenge an ideal without debunking the ideal. In fact,
Yeah.
sometimes challenging the ideal, presenting it with a counterpoint to overcome, makes it stronger.
That's
I
the
miss
whole.
Christopher Reeve.
That's the whole point of Batman. Even like Batman, sort of to some extent, does challenge Superman's ideal, where it's just like Superman's like anybody can be this good, and Batman's like, no, not really. That's why I'm here. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a long, drawn-out conversation that could go on forever if we had the time. Unfortunately, we don't. Part's over.
See you in Injustice 3 whenever that gets announced. Well, we continue this conversation.
Injustice 3 children. Children among
Well,
us.
maybe they'll do something interesting with their heroes that'll give us something else to talk about to this.
Please don't be Regime's universe. I'm so sick of these characters.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
I don't know. With two distinct endings, it feels like they really wanted to give you a conclusion that, well, one way or the other, tied the knot on that particular storyline.
Hopefully, but we'll see in about 4 years or so, I guess.
Probably.
3-4 years tops, yeah, most likely.
After Mortal Kombat 11.